So coming off an NBA championship, I can't believe that I'm currently saying this. The Golden State Warriors are a bad basketball team right now. They still have not won a game away from the Chase Center in San Francisco. So we have to send this team some good vibes. In order to do that, hit that thumbs up icon and like the video to get the good vibes flowing for a Dubs hot streak. And with that, let's start today's show. Today's Golden State Warriors Today by Chat Sports is absolutely loaded, and no matter where you are or how you're tuned in, we appreciate all of you for making today's show a part of your day. I'm your host, Chase Sr. Not good times right now with the Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson is off to a slow start. We're going to talk about that. James Wiseman got sent down to the NBA G League, and the Golden State Warriors, as I said off the top, have not won a game away from home. So this coming from Kerrith Burke the other day. She announced that, or Steve Kerr announced that James Wiseman going to the G League. And a big reason for this is that Steve Kerr just wants James Wiseman to get some more playing time. Quote, we want to give him maybe 10 straight days, something like that, and then he can come back. We all know things happen in this league, and he's going to find his way back to the rotation at some point. This is very surprising. There's a lot to unpack with this. I did not anticipate James Wiseman being healthy, getting DNP'd this early, and going to the G League. But here we are. Your one-word reaction to this news is what? Are you going to say that James Wiseman is a bust as your one word? Let me know right now and join the conversation down in the comment section. Now, for James Wiseman, we have seen this path taken before with another young player on this Warriors team, Jordan Poole. First-round pick. Got off to a slow start, couldn't find his way in the NBA, couldn't stay in the rotation, was way too inconsistent, and didn't look as though he was going to be a fit on the roster. He goes down to the G League, rehabilitates his confidence, and then he comes back last year and ends up having a masterful season. In the playoffs, he was terrific. This offseason, he earned the bag, and we're still waiting for him to have a good year this year because he, too, has gotten off to a slow start. Maybe the same can happen for James Wiseman, at least hopefully that's the case. More from Kerr on James Wiseman. I am a huge believer that long-term, he is going to be a really good basketball player. And going to Jordan Poole's experience, he talked about this with James Wiseman. I told him it's not a demotion. It's not a punishment. He's going to go down there and shoot as many shots as he wants, get as many touches as he wants, work on as many moves as he wants. So Jay Poole basically telling the young fella it's going to be all good. Now, Wiseman is getting sent down because he's gotten some DNPs of late. Did not play. Coach's decision. And goes to show you that Steve Kerr just does not have a lot of confidence in James Wiseman, and that's why he wants him to get more minutes, because he doesn't want him to grow stale, get out of shape. He wants him to get some run and play a lot, and also maybe in turn build his confidence, because the numbers that we're showing you here on the screen, it doesn't exude a lot of confidence for James Wiseman. So those are really my takes at the end of the day. I think that Wiseman is going to go down there. He's probably going to put up really big numbers because oftentimes players do put up big numbers at that G League level. And at the very least, maybe this is an opportunity for the Warriors to showcase his skill set for some other teams that might be interested in a James Wiseman trade. Then they can reach out to Golden State and say, hey, Wiseman's looked pretty good. What do you want for him in a deal? And the Warriors say, you know what? You know what we want in the deal? We want to surround Steph Curry with a better roster, because against Phoenix on Wednesday night, he went off for 50 points, yet we still lost and remain winless on the road. Today's show is brought to you and sponsored by Established Titles. Holiday season coming up next week with Black Friday, Thanksgiving as well. And if you're looking for the most unique and best holiday gift, Established Titles is where it's at. 10% off if you use that link right here. And you can also get land right here. Established Titles, a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. It's a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, lords, and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number on this private estate in Edelston, Scotland. When you make a purchase, you get a crest like the one that I have, and you get to be called Lord Chase Sr. like me. So if you want to call me Lord Chase Sr., you can do that in the comments section right now. This certificate with the crest is awesome. They also plant a tree with every order and work with a couple of global charities to plant a tree somewhere around the world with every purchase. You could officially include that title of Lord or Lady on your credit card, plane tickets, and dating profiles, and it makes for a great last-minute gift. And if you get a plot of land, you'll be close to me. Now, Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now on their website, up to 80% off. You can save an extra 10% off for the perfect holiday gift at establishedtitles.com/chat. Make sure you enter the promo code chat so that they know that Chat Sports sent you. Okay, some legal news for Steph Curry here, as well as the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors have been included in a large lawsuit involving FTX, the cryptocurrency company that has seemingly tanked. It was worth billions and billions not long ago, and now it's worth nothing. The same amount of points, basically, that I've scored at the NBA level, although I have played with the Harlem Globetrotters, and I did score. Interesting note. All right, enough about myself. How about the Warriors? Variety on the lawsuit. Also named as defendants in the suit, Golden State Warriors, which entered into a promotional deal with FTX this year and emblazoned the company's logo on its court at the Chase Center. The defendants named in the suit either controlled, promoted, assisted, or actively participated in FTX's business per the lawsuit. And I don't understand this with the Warriors as well as Steph Curry. The company sought out Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors for them to put their logo on their court, and the company's probably paying the team to do that. So how are they involved in this lawsuit? It really doesn't make legal sense at all. I grew up in a household with my stepdad as a lawyer, and I got to ask him about this because it doesn't make a lot of sense from a legal perspective. Steph Curry also individually listed in this lawsuit for promoting FTX. But again, if the company is paying you to promote their brand, how are you going to get penalized for that? Tom Brady also named in that lawsuit as well. So interesting stuff on the legal front for the Warriors as well as Steph. Do you think that anything happens with this? I don't really think so. Let me know in the comments section why for yes and for no. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Need 500 people to help get us to 47,000 subs. And this is what we do year-round Dubs coverage. News, rumors, breaking news from yours truly or anybody else who needs to fill in when needed. Informative and consistent analysis. And we're trying to grow here at Warriors Today. I took over. The channel was at 13,000 subs, and now we're closing in on 47,000. Let's get to Klay Thompson now. Big concerns with Klay. It looks as though his joy for the game of basketball has been taken out of him like nothing that I've really ever seen before from a star player. And I can understand that Klay Thompson is probably frustrated with the lack and inability to hit shots on a consistent basis. His body broke down on him at a time when he was one of the better two-way players in the NBA. He was asked about one of the slowest starts of his career, probably the slowest, and this is what he had to say. Yeah, that's true, but I feel like I deserve more credit for battling through all that injury stuff. I helped the team win a championship last year, and people still want to discredit what you do. You know what I've learned about that? You just can't please everybody, but for myself individually, it's about rediscovering that form of efficiency and that two-way play that made me great. And that's the two-way play that I was just talking about. Like Klay Thompson, before the injury, was fantastic. I mean, he was locking down LeBron. He was locking down Kawhi Leonard. He was locking down KD at practice, and when KD wasn't on the Golden State Warriors. And his numbers this year, they ain't pretty from a points per game standpoint or a shooting standpoint. And Klay talked about that efficiency. Klay, it definitely has to get better, and I appreciate the honesty. 14.7 points per game. I don't care about the rebounds. What I'm looking at here, the field goal percentage is 35. The three-point percentage is 33 flat. That is not going to cut it. And for a guy who is a dog as a competitor, this is probably keeping him up at night. And I feel like Klay continued, I'm well on my way there. I have no doubt in my mind I'll get back to form. I was there last year. I was right there. We won a championship, and I have no doubt we'll get back there. The proof is in the pudding, but there's one thing more I'll say. You can't take away the hardware. And you can't take away the hardware for Klay Thompson. 4 NBA championships now for him in his career, and he's probably going to be a Basketball Hall of Famer. So at the end of the day, it is all good, especially when you look at that bank account. Confidence level in Klay Thompson is what Our last question for you before we hop on out of here. Scale it for us from 1 to 10 and let us know what you think down below. Also, make sure you subscribe. It's youtube.com/WarriorsTV. And until next time, keep it locked for the best Warriors coverage right here on YouTube.